So I bet y'all are wondering, why are we sitting here playing a box standard kart racer featuring your favorite Looney Tune characters? To be honest, we just felt like it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the standard when it comes to, like, Looney Tune stuff. It's like, why do we do the things we do? So anyway...
I could have just said I was just up here dangling for dear life above this boiling pot of mozzarella cheese while these two numbnuts try to race for my good name.
Yeah, basically what's happening is that because this is a game that James has had more experience with than at least a lot of us, this time it will be Hype and I who are being pitted against this wascally, wabbity waste twack.
Yeah, basically the same reason as to why he chose the two of us for classic CTR and Mickey Speedway.
That, and also because Looney Tunes Racing here only supports 2 players.
There is that.
Curse you, multi-tapper,
Oh
not
boy.
being any more, like, readily...
Ouch.
Well, I'm sure he's used to it by now.
And as we pay no mind to his sign literally being written in Comic Sans, welcome to Looney Tunes Racing for the PS1, the last-gen counterpart to another Looney Tunes Racing game we'll be covering later, Space Race.
Yep, pretty much. Both came out for Sony consoles, and this one is... Okay, it's serviceable. I'm gonna say it's not.
Yeah, it's
not
not
the
bad.
worst I played it. I genuinely get a kick out of what they're going for, and they have a good, actually, a really decent roster of characters and stages.
A lot of which you do need to unlock, but through the challenge mode. But otherwise, let's see the tunes that are up to play.
Oh, sure thing. We got Bugs, we got Marvin, we got Lola, we got Daffy, Taz, Wily. Question.
Wait, what?
Question.
Okay, you can stop that now.
Question. Okay, I guess for some reason they didn't give these guys either that or I blame the Game Shark code that we used to get all these guys up online at the same time. But regardless, all of your favorites and even some that you kind of question why they're here to begin with are here.
Okay,
Yep,
so
and for Space Race fans that were wondering why Taz ain't there, he was too busy playing this game.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna be Granny, and you will be.
Also, just real quick before I do, I want to point out just how lazy this screenshot of Duck Dodgers
You
is.
see
Like,
the anti-aliasing on it.
yeah, from the blue background that he was behind when he went the whole Duck Dodgers! That big yell.
It's so last minute, but it is what it is.
There we go.
Well, with that said, here's some of the course we'll pick from. Well, you're Duck Dodgers, so
I didn't pick Duck Dodgers.
okay, cool. I almost picked the wrong one. We'll just go classic.
Okay.
Today, Granny is going to tame herself on a Tasmanian devil.
The showdown that nobody knew they wanted.
And thus is a prequel to Bugs Bunny and Taz Time Busters, considering in that game Taz was her pet.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
and Granny, of all things, was a Time Lord.
That's right.
And you're off!
And okay, another thing I would say is kind of cute is I like how they all the tunes have their own like themes, or thematic
Customizable cars, yeah.
So hers is like an old jalopy. Just
And
trucking
Taz,
along.
I don't know what that Taz is supposed to be riding.
Hang on.
Road racer thing.
Alright,
Oh,
so the main
racer.
gimmick behind Looney Tunes Racing is that, again, a standard racer, you could hold cross to accelerate, use the shoulder buttons to drift. Now, the thing with the items here is that they run under a sort of tier list. You'll notice that these tokens have like a 1 or 2 on them, and it'll bump you up on this little tier list of which item that you'll have available at the time. Like if you hit, you get 1 point and you can throw a little cream pie. 2 points give you a bomb, and then pretty much once you reach the very end of it, you get a little invincibility with that sparkly thing over there.
Why did I just use a bomb? This is the last lap. It means nothing.
Yay!
Dang, that was close.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I realized that the time it just shows it for both of us, whoever won. so that was that
for this.
close. So that will just go on. Let's change character. So we're gonna start off this couple. We're gonna show off a couple stages. I'm getting tongue tied.
Mm-hmm.
I will say while we're doing this, James, what were your experiences like? Did you own this game?
I did play for a brief stint, but otherwise, it was mostly just for the sake of, figuring. I just wanted to see what the counterpart to Space Race was, and well, here we are.
And I think for where they came from.
I just realized, shouldn't we try some of the other stages from the other
Alright.
classes? Because there's more than just the regular stuff or despicable.
Oh,
We
actually,
also
hang
got-
on. I'll go back. I didn't mean to hit
Rascal.
Taz again.
No worries. Who will you be? Oh, that's right. It starts back with me. Okay.
Yeah.
I shall be him.
I was trying to pick
Foghorn.
him.
Okay.
So it's a race of the aviation squad.
Yeah,
that's
it's
fun.
just like you remember that fist fight in the Looney Tunes show where it's like, well, what are you gonna do about it, boy? Instead of fist fighting, they just go racing.
Just cuts to them like, now I say that was a mighty fine recreational use of our evening, but that does not solve this dispute. And he just punches him.
So enjoy your tour of the Warner Brothers studio.
Yeah, I'll go. Oh, cool. I'm glad I picked that nice, exciting looking one. But oh, and then explain the arches.
Woo! Oh boy.
Okay, so the arches are Acme traps. Every level will have these arches, and once you pass through them, the specific Acme trap around there will activate and land on if there's any, opponents in front of you.
Had a bomb.
Yeah. How are you doing the drifting? Because I couldn't get the drift to work
The
at all for
bumper.
me.
I used the bumpers.
Well, I was using the bumpers too.
Try the triggers.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, okay. There we go.
It does take a little bit of getting used to. Like, this isn't quite as freeform as what you'd expect out of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Does this
But
work?
it's not quite as jank as I figured it would be.
Does this work
boy.
even if I'm in first? Nothing happens.
What was
Okay, I tried using an anvil when I was in first, and just nothing happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that is primarily there for the opposing, like the players in front of them.
Ah.
But I will definitely say, so far it seems like it's a pretty close, like a pretty fair race. Like there hasn't been like a very, very painful lead from one or the other.
Yeah.
Nope, it's close, and I
So far,
like
anyway.
that and-
Oh!
no! That's
I say, boy, that's quite undignified of you.
Boy, do you know? I said, boy, do you know anything about fine riding etiquette? Oops.
there we go. Now
I
the
like
anvil
how
works I wanted.
instantaneous that is.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah. So that being said, trying to use any other big things. The music. I don't know if this is. Ooh, dodge that one. I don't know if this music lifted from the Looney Tunes show itself, or if it was. All
It's mostly unique, though they're clearly also making their own covers of like classical songs, and it's most especially obvious if say you're playing in the what I call the Roadrunner centric levels.
Oh, okay.
Like after this, why don't we tackle at least one of the desert like levels, and you'll know what I mean. But one thing I do like about the sound design of this game, though, is that it actually does play depending on how you're doing in the race. Like, say if you go through a speed boost, you do get a brief little jingle show, like, you're going at ludicrous speed, so feels triumphant as you feel driving.
I appreciate. Oh no, I can't do it in time. Oh well, you got this.
And now you see why I'm the top billing Looney Tune around here. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Top build.
Yeah,
And
I'm
yeah,
not
I-
gonna lie. That's oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I appreciate dynamic music like that to like really get you like into the zone. I think one of the Roadrunner episodes. But while I'm finding the Roadrunner stage, you're saying hype.
I was just saying, like, James was doing the woohoo. Like, I'm gonna be like honest, like just on a voice actor level. I think that's the only part of Daffy that I always have trouble with whenever I try to voice him. Like, I think I have a good grasp on the lisp, but trying to do the Daffy laugh, or at the very least doing it consistently, I can never do particularly well. Like, it almost sounds like I'm forcing it too hard.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a manic kind of thing.
Go back. It's not here. Try Stinker.
I'll try Stinker. And then you pick
You'll play as a Stinker.
I'm surprised Roadrunner is not one of the characters unlocked.
Because it'd be too easy.
I'm trying to remember. It's one of the.
No, let me try.
Try
Back in
Rascal. I know Rascal has it. Rascal has it.
Oh. If I can't beat him in sport, if I can't beat him hunting, I'll beat him driving.
The third one. There's it. Desert Dash.
All right, let's try it.
All right, let's see here. So after this race, do we want to do like a battle arena?
I don't see why not.
All right. Oh yeah, because this does have its own balloon battle. Kind
Actually,
of thing.
I will say as a request, just as a little bit of honor, and in honor of our little test run we were doing earlier, I want at least one battle or one race where it's literally Elmer against Rocky.
Yeah.
Yes.
why
Oh
not?
boy. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Those trap rings seem a little bit odd because it seems like whenever you activate them, oh boy, whenever you activate them, it always activates like way too soon. Like there's no chance, unless they are just like right in front of you, no chance of them ever really like hitting anyone.
Well, no, yeah. Well, the idea is that you would use it.
I gotta do something.
Okay. The idea is that you would use them if you were like in third or fourth and you saw a group of people ahead of you, kind of like in Split Second, actually. So, but I will say another grave flaw in this is that, say I'm like trailing right behind you, and I'm trying to find a way to catch up with you, say with you. Even though you went through that same arch as I did, since you were too close behind me, the trap animation didn't finish by the time it was your turn to
Oh boy.
by the time it was your turn to engage with it. So if you're like closely behind the person, you're not going to be able to make the most out of that Acme trap because it'll still be like it'll still be on a cooldown, is what I'm trying to say while I play.
It's definitely a little more useful if, say, if you're racing with like a literal like entourage of 6 or so. Like right now we were just dealing with you two.
Okay,
I will definitely say, looking back on it, it's like you guys are definitely pretty neck and neck.
We'll also say, can confirm, bombs do not, that you can't use banana peels to block projectiles.
Nope.
Yeah.
Gotta go for that invincibility. No?
But you're still doing pretty good so far, man.
Stay still, Wabbit. I'm gonna give you a tasty treat.
No?
Whoop. And I love how, like, I can't even get a chance to get those in particular, because you always steal them before I get them.
That's what I'm saying! Okay.
And now...
Oh,
I
there's
hope
still
you
one
like
left.
the tweet, Wabbit.
For some reason I thought that was the last lap.
You know, this is something I like to call vindictive vengeance.
That's
This
it.
is what I call cosmic retribution.
And this is what I call pretty lies.
It just came like a freaking bullet.
What I like is that, like, I think you were trying to ram me, but it's like you whiffed it.
I did. I absolutely whiffed it. Oh, jeez.
Oh, a nice one.
These are getting super close. Oh!
Oh, boy.
Get a whiff of that, Doc.
However, actually, unironically, that may actually help because now there'll be a decent amount of gap between the two of us that one of the Acme traps may actually be able to hit me. Which
Only one way to find out.
Oh
It
no!
also depends on, like, if I can stay clear thoroughly enough.
Giddy up, horsey, giddy up.
Jeez!
Oh boy. And you won. Good job.
I shall leave this as a parting. Oh, gift.
I already was. Don't spill salt in my wounds.
Oh.
Sorry. Well, okay. So with that, we have. Let's try one of the battle thingies. Yeah, we're talking about. So let's see. That would.
So yeah, no. Much like your regular racing standard, you do still have your races, but you also have your battle arenas, and they're pretty straight to the point for this game. You do have access to 4 out of these 6 items you'd normally get in a race, and the whole goal is to tag the other opponent a certain amount of times.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I will be the big hat man to give us the confrontation that Warner Brothers was scared to.
We're gonna fight for the right to own that rabbit.
Now, I'll see here, so I was here first, and I claimed this rabbit in the name of FUD.
Earthling, I do believe that is my line.
I like that straight from the cartoon, like the impression on the wall where Bugs gets punted through by the bull.
Alright.
You wanted absolutely nothing of that.
So, nice, simple, round area.
Now listen here, babyface. I don't know why we're doing this battle in the middle of Mexico, but I'll tell you right now, this will be a standoff worth beating the tar out of you for.
I was about to
Do
say,
you
what do
even
you
know
mean?
what you're saying? Not at all.
This is not at all, but don't tell the ref. I don't know. I'm also thinking like I was also thinking of introducing.
You know what?
As,
I just imagine like
now,
the ref. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh
I
boy.
was say, and now one for the ages. Just just no bars held, nothing too complicated. Just a simple round arena and 2 men in their hats.
2 men in their hats. A beautiful duel.
And for today's weather, I predict we'll have be in for a downpour.
I need to actually. Is the new Looney Tunes show on anything online?
Oh,
Looney
do you
Tunes
mean?
cartoons?
Oh boy.
You mean the current Looney Tunes cartoons? Those
They're
are
on HBO Max.
Though I think recently they started airing them on Cartoon Network.
Really?
That's what I heard anyway.
Is boomerang still a thing?
It is, but I think it's now strictly a streaming service.
I mean, makes sense.
I mean, I figured it's only a matter of time before, actual cable is the thing of the past.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it isn't already.
And I was gonna say, sarcastically, I would say it's because we're not even creating a better substitute for cable. It's just you are actually what a gift.
There you are.
Oh no!
What a gift people have that they get to watch. They get to watch how cable was created, just with streaming services instead. Like this is exactly how cable was started. Was just people saying, "I'm going to offer you this. I'm going to offer you this."
Yeah, I'm wasting so much time trying to actually.
Intolerant.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not going to win this. Like I'm wasting too much time trying to stock up on power-ups.
I mean, that is a tactic. That's absolutely a strategy, is to try and bank in the coins or do a faster one. So I could maybe do something like this, and then go in like that, and
this.
Unfortunately, it's this moment of like, I've just dragged this out. How you doing?
You know what?
I think I'll be taking that rabbit, pal. I would give it to you, but he's not here. Oh. Well, shit.
I was thinking, like, you know what? I would shake your hand, but I can't feel it right now.
It was that, and I don't know the way I just drove in on hype screen. It was just like, that looked like it hurt.
It's like, what do you say now, baby face?
I do have one last request.
Oh?
It could be a race or it could be a battle, but a true battle of the egos, if you please.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He wants to do a race, and we'll do it in this one, and he wants to be Daffy and Bugs.
Oh, okay. Which one would you rather be? Oh, I guess that answers that question.
You like Daffy more than I like Bugs.
Well, I mean, I like them both equally. Honestly, it really depends on my mood.
Stop, hold on, go back. Go to the one on the right. More opera, Doc, please.
Alrighty.
Okay. Here we go.
Just because I do like the music that's played in these levels.
Oh, no. I'll look up who did the music for this game.
I feel like it probably would be like a regular for these games.
And so they're off to opera.
Away!
I was really banking on you were being too busy looking it up to notice that I was ahead of you.
No, I'm not gonna fall in. Oh, jeez, that thing is back.
Yeah, the horse.
I don't know if it even has a name or not.
It doesn't.
Don't think
it's
it does.
just the thick horse that Bugs rides.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was a mighty fine horse.
See,
Mighty fine.
now when I think of the opera, Doc, I think of two shorts. One where Bugs was dressed as like a Valkyrie, and the other one where it was him as the conductor.
Yeah. The Valkyrie one is probably the more famous one.
Oh, absolutely. Like him as the Valkyrie and Elmer Fudd, surprisingly enough, as Thor.
I don't remember Daffy being this slippery last time I played as him.
Oh, I guess we could talk about that. Yeah, like there are different classes of characters, but the game doesn't tell you.
Yeah, no, the game's a little too vague about that for my liking, though. I mean, granted, you can just look at the character and be like, okay, yeah, I could totally see this one being the dummy thick class, like Foghorn or Gossamer. And then you got Bugs and Bugs, who I think is, your box standard character, and then you got the likes of Duck Dodgers, or heck, even Daffy here, who's literally about as slippery as the beak on their face.
I love that, like, having Duck Dodgers and Daffy as separate characters, it's like Mario Kart 8 before Mario Kart 8 even existed.
I mean, yeah it really is.
Okay, that's my bad. It's like, I knew that there was a turn, I just kept expecting it too soon.
But I guess I will say, again, the speed and how they rendered it, it's a little, I mean, absolutely it's dated, but I think for what they, oh jeez!
Oh!
For what they did, I think this is still a very,
oh
wow, we
jeez!
hit each other at the same time. We hit each other at the same time. Oh no!
Well, Rabbit, I don't believe we are evenly matched.
Get him, horse.
It would seem we have reached an impasse.
What do you suppose we should do about it, Doc?
We're already doing it.
Pink one's right.
Good point.
Sorry about that. Parsec was acting a little laggy on my end for a second.
It's okay.
Aw, don't be such a downer, Daffy. Ouch.
Can I throw this heavy?
That's the person in second place.
I hit it by the wall. But yeah, I'll say this is pretty fun. I'm curious how.
Yeah, I'm liking this so far.
I'm curious to see how the PS2 version is going to turn out.
Oh yeah, Space Race. I mean, that's going to be a different game entirely. I'll warn you that right now because it plays almost nothing like this.
It was something that I only really played single player because the PlayStation 2's.
There we go.
Oh, nuts! Because the
I
Nice
win!
race.
I'm rich! I'm wealthy! Yahoo!
Yes, I'm finally the star of the Warner Brothers cartoons.
begins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Daffy, I almost forgot to tell you the part of the contract where you gotta be wacky from now on.
What?
It's a small sacrifice to pay.
Just slams into them right away. But yeah. All in all, this was a pretty fun. This was a pretty fun little romp there.
Oh yeah, no, I had a ton of fun being on the back seat for this one.
Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like at the risk of probably, like, salting James, I definitely had more fun with this than Mickey's Speedway, if that means anything.
I mean, it's
that's
a
fair.
different. It was a different tone, and I did like how they handled items a bit more.
That's completely fair. Like, again, it's its own little thing, which, I mean, it's not going to jive with everyone, but I'd say for this, it turned out all right. But, yeah, on that note, that is it for our look at on Space Race. Excuse me, it's not Space Race, Looney Tunes Racing. Space Race is what we're doing after this.
Stay tuned.
I promise you for that one, I will be a little more involved.
Oh yes, because that one had multi-tap.
Yes.
Well,
So-
yeah, a multi-tap that actually works. So, on that note, that's all, folks.
Bye bye.
Mother.